I'm telling you, Dolly, I just marvel at you. Everything you got cooking, haven't even hit your stride yet, is how I feel about everything you got going on. But hosting the ACMs once again, what does this mean to you?
Well, it's a great honor to get to be part of anything to do with country music, and the ACM Awards have always been a favorite of mine. And I did host them 22 years ago, and so it's fun to get to do it again back in Las Vegas and doing some new cutting edge things. To be involved in that with some new things, because in this show you don't even have a commercial, they're just streaming all over the world at the same time. And so just to be at the big stadium, they got more people than they've ever had, so there's a whole lot of things that would make a person nervous if you had any sense at all.
Do you get nervous at all for these things, Dolly?
I don't know that it's nervous, but I get anxious.
Yeah.
You want to do good. I mean, you'd be lying if you said that those things didn't affect you. You always want to do your best. You always want to do, whatever that is going to entertain the crowd, and you hope you don't mess up, and you want to look good. You want to plan your wardrobe properly and wear the hair that you think will be good. Don't want to offend anybody. You got to think about, be careful now. You better choose what you say rather than saying what you choose, which I'm guilty of sometimes. So anyway, but it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to doing it again, and the people at the ACMs are always wonderful to work with.
Well, you're going to deliver. And you mentioned the hair and the wardrobe. It's Vegas, baby. You are Dolly Parton. What are we thinking for the ensemble?
Well, I'm going to be a showgirl. Let's put it that way. Actually, I'm going to try to look like I'm in Las Vegas. Although, I mean, for my big opening and maybe a couple of times. But in my song I'm doing with Kelsey Ballerini, I'm doing one of the songs from my new album, Big Dreams and Faded Jeans. So I'll be dressing more like a country girl. Might even wear a cowboy hat or something. Who knows?
How long does it take you to get ready, Dolly? What's that process?
Well, you mean in my real life or on the shows?
Well, kind of for both. Let's say for
Both.
the ACM.
Well, on the ACMs, I've got 5 changes planned, but I've got a good group behind me. I've got the clothes all ready. I got, everybody's ready to dive in, do whatever, and the hair, all that. We got that all together. So hopefully we'll know how many minutes we have between a commercial or a performance. So we'll try not to get caught half dressed for something. I won't change at all if I think I don't have enough time. But we've got 5 changes planned.
Wow. And how neat, Dolly, to have women nominated in all the major categories. You were the trailblazer on this. What does that mean to you?
Well, it means a lot for me to see women nominated in all the categories, and the fact that I'm getting to perform with Kelsey, and then a lot of the girls that I'm going to be introducing and working with, and Kelly Clarkson, of course, is going to be doing a tribute. So there's a lot of girl power on there, a lot of great guys too, a lot of wonderful entertainers, a lot of great artists. But I think the girls are going to be proud of all the things we're doing, and I'm proud to be hosting the show as a woman.
Well, congratulations too on your nomination to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Let's talk about your rock album. First of all, I can't believe you're not already in there, but you said once you're inducted, you'd put out a rock. What are we thinking? Are we thinking a little heart action, a little Linda Ronstadt? What are we doing, Dolly?
That's exactly what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about doing a rock album where, I want to do it like Heart, and I want to do some Linda Ronstadt type things, maybe some Eagle type stuff, but I'm going to maybe do some things that might surprise a few people. I've always wanted to do a rock album, never really felt I had a reason, and I thought maybe a lot of people would resent me for it, thinking that was a little out of my league, but I don't think anything's out of my league if I decide to dive into it. But now that I've been nominated for that, maybe that was my little clue. I don't think I'll win that, but the fact that I'm nominated made me think about that. And I'm thinking early next year, I'm going to start the process of putting out a really good rock album, because that's something I'd like to leave behind, with as part of everything else I've done. Why not do a great rock album?
I love that. And speaking of leaving stuff behind in a legacy, you are incredible. Let's talk about Dollywood. Every employee there, you've said you will pay for their college tuition. Dolly, As a mom of three, this is simply incredible. Tell me what's behind this and how this makes you feel.
Well, we love being able to do wonderful things for our people, and I have wonderful partners with the Hershon Family Enterprises, and of course, the Guild Education is with us on this also. And so we're going to be doing whatever we can to get these people. All employees are eligible for this, and they can go learn the culinary stuff, and they can learn about marketing, and they can learn about the business. So we hope to get these people back to build a career even at Dollywood. So we think it's a wonderful thing to do, and we love our employees, and we want to give them every chance in the world. So this is really a wonderful way to do that.
Incredible. I love that. Okay, before I let you go, a little fashion flashback. Was this the first time you hosted the ACMs, I think?
Well, I guess it was. I've only done it once before. So this is my second time. I can't see the picture good. But yeah,
let me
I
get
had a
up
lot
there.
of,
How do I get up there?
yeah. Oh yeah. That's cool. Yeah, I can't see it good enough. I
Oh,
don't know if that was when I was a guest or when I hosted.
I don't
Yeah.
know, but you look great. Dolly, how high are your heels?
Well, as high as I can get them.
Same.
I'd wear stilts if I could. Maybe I'm going to have to start doing that now that I'm older, walking around on those high heels. I got to have my high hair and my high heels.
Oh, just the way I like it. Okay, before we let you go, let's talk about Run, Rose, Run. I love your partner in here with James Patterson for the album and the book.
Well, that was a great thing. James asked me if I would write a novel with him, and I thought, well, I guess. I never thought about it. I said, what can I do? Why do you need me? You're doing okay. But he said he'd like to write something with me, and he had an idea to write something about Nashville. So we talked about it, and so we started writing it. And then as these characters started coming to life and all these situations, I just went, I need to write an album, and I can contribute also to a writing of the stories to, have the characters more in depth. But working with James was absolutely fantastic. What a wonderful man he is. And so we just had a great time doing it, and I would send him my lyrics to these songs, and he'd send back other things, and we'd get together and kind of compile everything. But it just worked out great to have a soundtrack for a book. So, the album comes out on the 4th, and the book comes out on the 7th.
Look at you, Dolly. As I said, haven't even hit your stride. You keep it going with everything.